today we're going to a cow drop. Yeah, let's check this out. Good evening, guys, or during the day, whatever day. Could be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's video is going to be on this GENERAC generator. SVP 5000. Customer brought it, he said it doesn't have any spark. Well, thing's pretty rough. It looks like it's been sitting around for a while. Ooh, yeah, dirty and nasty. Well, let's get into this bugger here, and I'm sure it's going to need a carburetor. I think what I'm going to do, first thing, of course, I'm going to check my spark. Yeah, at least it's got a good spark plug in there, AGK. An awful long spark plug wire for a Briggs & Stratton. I'm doing this one-handed again because camera girl is talking to her sister on the phone. I don't know, can that be good? Can that be bad? Oh, never know. Okay, and the switch is on here. Looks like a homemade switch. See if we got spark. But she definitely has spark. Well, apparently the thing's got spark, so I'm guessing the way this thing looks, this carburetor's got to be horrible shape. Let's check this gas tank out. Well, the gas don't smell too bad. Usually it would smell pretty varnishy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this cover. Got two screwdriver style bolts there. So we'll get them unscrewed. Let's take a look underneath this carburetor. You can actually use, I go everything in metric because I work on a lot of Hondas. So most of my tools are metric. So this here is an 8mm. Fits on it just fine. Oh, look at it. I got a buddy hanging around here. Little stink bug. Little bastards. Yeah, when you try to kill those things, they smell like grass. Green grass, like you cut the grass. Alright, we got this cover coming off here. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I do see a little oil residue on it. Probably can use a new one because it is... Let's check it out. That's either just stained from gasoline or that's oil. So, I'm going to spray a little go-go juice in there and see what happens. Now, this might be a short video today because maybe I'll put two generators in this thing because it doesn't seem like it's going to be much to get this thing going. I don't know yet. Let's squirt some juice in this thing. This chemical juice. Yeah, what's this made into chemicals? Chemical. Oh, smelly. I hate the smell of this stuff, actually. But, let's see. Contact! Put it in a choke and let's see if it fires up. Well, look at that. It does. I'm going to do that one more time, just for the fun of it. I like hearing things run, especially if they haven't run in a while. Yeah. Cut now. All right. Well, guys, I think what I'm going to do is an 8mm bolt here and looks like two 11mm. Yeah, something like that. Let me check my stack of sockets here. Yeah, I know. You know what they always say about a garage? A messy garage is a working garage. A clean garage Someone to just kind of polish their nails, and that doesn't even in the garage. I know that's not always true. 11 millimeter. Some guys just like to tidy up and clean up, but I don't have time. I try to get a lot of stuff done. You know what I mean? Well, 11 millimeter takes it off, which what, 7/16 I think it is. If you have standard sockets. Put that back in the holder. Oh, look at there's a 10 millimeter. Yeah, my 10 millimeter necklace, I took it off because I didn't want to get caught in the motor. I'm lying, I forgot. Lost bolt. Well, that's why we have boxes of bolts, right guys? In case we lose one somewhere. There we go. A little rubber thing here. It's attached to your cover. The choke lever is. Well. Oh, I see this is going to be bad already. I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong. You know what? This thing actually has a fuel pump on it. Let me grab the camera. Now, I could be wrong, but I do believe that is a fuel pump for the carburetor. But if you look at this carburetor, looks like it's been kind of leaking, but we'll take it off and see what happens. I think that's a 13 millimeter underneath. Nope, it is not. Let's try the 11. Nope. See, I'm wrong all the way around. Oh, I was right. It is 11 millimeter. I picked up the 10. Goofball. All right, let me get this ratcheted off here. I'll set the camera back on the tripod and see what the inside of this carburetor looks like. These little tiny channel locky things. Even though it's got a shut-off valve, I do like to plug out that line a little bit, just so I don't have gas pouring everywhere and I have myself a big mess to clean up or a horrific fire. That would just be awful. Now, if I figured out where I put the 11 millimeter, that's the new one. The 11 millimeter is going to be the missing. All right. Oh, Nikes. Yeah, that's coming off pretty hard there, guys. That's a little bit of smoke coming out of there. Let me get a zoom in on that for you. There we go. I guess I should have paused the camera so you didn't have to watch me do that. I apologize. I see a lot of dust. Oh my. Oh yeah. Well, you ready for this? I guarantee this carburetor's garbage. Most generators it happens to. Wow. Ash to ashes, dust to dust. I mean, technically it don't look super bad. I'll be able to clean this up. But I did hear the customer tell me that he had a carburetor for it. So he had a brand new carburetor. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh. Duh. Sometimes I'm not real smart, guys. Let me zoom in on that. If you do want to take your carburetor off, these have to come unscrewed here. And at the moment, I think that's a 1/4 inch socket. Let me double check. I do believe that's a 532. Yep, 532 socket. Oh, you guys got to check out this one. Look at that ratchet. Can't keep this head up. He's so tired. Tired wrench. Ratchet. You know, I could tighten that up, I guess, but I don't use these that often. I like to use my power tools, but since this is so old, you never know if you're going to bust a bolt. Now, putting it together, I'll use my power tools. And that's how you take them off. If you're wondering how that carburetor comes off, that's how that holds the carburetor on. As my friend Taro would say, Carburetor. Of course, you know, if Taro was working on this thing, he would have it done already. He's really good at doing this. Me, I like working on bike stuff, but occasionally this stuff is helping out people that just want it done. All right. And the gasket makes it stick on there pretty good. Maybe we'll give it a couple little taps here. There it is. Of course, we got our fuel line, which goes to this fuel pump. I'm going to have to look this up. See, I don't know a whole lot about these fuel pumps. I know they got them on lawnmowers. I think I better zoom out. Here I'm showing you guys nothing. So this here is probably the fuel pump, which if it is, I wonder if the diaphragm's still good in it, but we'll find that out. I'm going to pull this sucker off. Got this attached up here. That hose is kind of dry rotted. It's getting kind of hard, so I might have to replace this hose for safety reasons. You know what I mean? You don't want that hose breaking on you. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to get this hose off. I'm probably just going to cut it because I'm going to replace the hose anyway. Well, I didn't have to cut it after all. I just kind of pulled it off. Now, when you take the carburetor off, it's got a little hook. And all you do is go down a little bit and don't pull too hard because you have the spring connected to it as well. The spring goes in this little hole here. Let me try to get this up here closer for you. There's the throttle part, and then the spring goes in a tiny little hole there. I apologize for the camera girl not being here. Yeah. Well, since I'm not even going to mess with this carb if he has his own carburetor. But I am curious about this thing here. What a gasket. There's a little bit of bee's nest behind it. Dirt dobblers. Gasket actually goes around and protects the carburetor from the heat. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely check this out. All right, well, I'm going to have to wait for this carburetor. And meanwhile, I don't know what else to do. Maybe I'm going to pull some of the fuel out and then go from there. But anyway, hey, you know what? I enjoy you guys' company. I really appreciate it. Knowing that you guys are there watching, it's like having someone here with me working. That's kind of cool. I appreciate you sitting there watching this and learning a little bit. I do appreciate you guys watching. It keeps me company. All right, guys, we'll be back. Let's see what happens when we get a new car. Just a quick note. I made a mess. I did a little startup just to see if the vacuum would work or the pump would work, which it is. But I'm going to have to drain the tank because as you can see, there is water in that fuel. And I want to catch that before it actually goes on the floor. So, gonna drain the tank, get a carb, and we'll go from there. Now, we got the new carburetor here. I know it's only been about 2.5 seconds, maybe less than that, since you guys were here last, but it's been a day, 2 days for me. And we got this new carburetor. The gentleman dropped it off. Let's see if it's the same one. Ooh, it even has an adjustment on the side. Yep, same carb. Adjustment, just a little bit bigger. Top. Okay. Right now I'm draining that gas. Because as you've seen, this stuff is pretty bad. Don't look awful bad now, but there was a lot of water coming out there at first, but the water always is at the bottom. So, all right, let's get this carburetor on. Take this rubber band off this thing. Now, don't forget when putting this on, it's got a little hook here. Get that on the hook. First, I got my big old mitts in the way there, guys. Yes, sirree. I forgot to take these bolts out. I didn't want to lose them. And look at, I missed. There we go. So, all right. Let me zoom out. And don't forget, you had these funky screws. I won't even call these bolts. I just call them screws because there's no nut head on them. I always kind of want to thread them in by hand at first. It saves you from doing any kind of cross threading or anything of that nature. You know what I mean? All right. Now, that one's being a little stubborn. All right. I think I got enough threads going on that one. Let me get the socket here for it. And we'll, I'm being lazy today. I'm going to use the little impact. Yeah. Not super crazy tight, but nice and snug here. All right. Actually, I want to drain this fuel out of this line before I hook it up because I know there's water in it, and I don't want it in that new carburetor. It's a joke. All right. Now, before I put the air cleaner on, I've got the filter out, the new line. I'm going to go ahead and try to start this. That's just my way of checking it. See how well it does start. Before I don't have to take everything back off again in case I made a mistake. Yeah. So, let's get this light off here. Doink. Move this. Move that. Move that. Move that. Okay. Ignition on. I guess I better put the spark plug wire on, huh? I always kind of do that for safety. Safety first, guys! With an NGK plug. Alright. Well, since I don't have the choke quite hooked up yet, I'm just going to put a little bit of chemical juice in it. Just to give it a quick little fire there. Contact! Contact! Got it in the hole this time. she runs. Della hasn't been running in a while. Smoking. Oof. That's not a good smell. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put this, I'm going to go get the fire extinguisher. I'm just kidding. Now I'm going to put the new gaskets on. Air cleaner. New air cleaner on it. I'm going to check the oil, make sure the oil's good. Then we'll give this thing a run and see if it actually works with the drill. So far, so good. All right, got it all back together. Air cleaner back on. Oil's good. Fuel. Got the drill plugged in. They'll see if this thing actually works. Some of these, sometimes they won't. I'm not going to choke it this time. Let's see if it starts without choking it. Yep. Choke. It's a little low. I think I'm going to have to set this outside and let it run for a bit. Okay. Well, anyway, hey, well, I know it was a simple video. Hey, maybe it helps. I hope it helped you guys out. I hope so. Just a simple little job. Put a brand new carburetor on instead of cleaning it. Now she's ready to rock and roll. Guy needs a power wash it down. Drain your gas. If you're not using this thing, make sure the carburetor is empty. Shut it off, drain it out. That way you're not going to get a junky carburetor. Use 100% gas, especially if you don't use these for a while. 100% gas. Some of those specialty places have got it. Don't use that ethanol stuff. That stuff is garbage. Holy buckets, I can tell you that. So anyway, guys, hey, that should do it for this video. Thanks again. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to do a ton more videos. Maybe it might slow down because it's going to be snowing soon. But anyway, hey, do you know where your 10 millimeter is? Mine's right here. You got to keep it here because they get lost all the time. So anyway, you guys have a great night. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care. All right, today we're here at the American Legion at a cow drop. Yeah, this place does really good. This is a really nice organization. They take care of the veterans, local, schools, and for the local community over in Orwell, Ohio. But we thought we'd come and check this out. It's not real big, but it sure is a lot of fun to check out. I got my cowboy hat on today, guys. So we're gonna go check this out, and please support our local community here. This is cool. Yeah, let's go check it out. All right, guys, so I guess this American Legion, if you look out here, see all the squares on the ground? What it is now, the cow just arrived. There he is in the truck over there. Well, we're gonna watch that, but all the squares out here, you buy a square, they're all numbered, and wherever the cow decides to go doo-doo, that person wins. So that's how it's going. That's how it's going to work. We're really early. Hardly anybody here yet. So we thought we just here. Yeah, the cow made it here.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, big one. You're a camera girl. You're what?
I am.
You work at it?
G3, 155.
155. So that's where the cows got to poop.
For us to win.
That didn't take long.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah, done.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's done.
Well, y'all. Well,
A2.
that didn't take long. A whole 15 minutes. Well, I know it wasn't that exciting, but it's the redneck country thing to do. We love it. Thanks again for watching. Take care,
Proud of
guys.
yourself, aren't you?